Good morning. I am Subhashni, Assistant Professor, Department of English, working at PSNA College of Engineering and Technology. I am here to deliver a lecture on reported speech. First, before going to the topic, English language. When people from different nationalities, when they want to communicate, they commonly use English language. And when people from different nationalities, when they want to communicate, they commonly use English language. That is why English is called as the language of communication. And speaking English, it gains a mastery. When you gain a mastery over English, it opens up big opportunities. It opens up big opportunities and it gives a person an important position in his or her career. And as you all know, in order to speak and write the language effectively, one should have a greater depth of knowledge in grammar. As you all know, grammar is the backbone of language. And here, coming to reported speech, direct and indirect speech, people converse with each other and we report this conversation to the third person sometime later. And that is why the learning of reported speech is very important. When it comes to direct and indirect speech, I will pay a visit to Delhi. First, coming to direct speech, this is the structure of direct speech, where the said is the reporting verb and the sentence given within the inverted commas is reported speech. Reported speech, and the reporting verb is separated from the reported speech by a comma. This is the structure of reported speech. And here, when you report this statement into indirect speech, this is the structure of indirect speech, where the comma separating from the reporting verb and the reported speech is removed and the inverted commas are removed here, and the reported speech is introduced with a conjunction that, if, what and why. These conjunctions are used in indirect speech before the reported speech. These are the structure of direct and indirect speech. And before going to the rules of reported speech, one should know the kinds of sentences. Kinds of sentences. In coming to kinds of sentences, there are 4 kinds of sentences: declarative, imperative, interrogative and exclamatory. Interrogative and exclamatory. Here, coming to declarative, it is a statement. Statement is any sentence which gives a message or information about somebody or something. When I say the flower is beautiful, I give a message about the flower. When I say the girl is watering the plants, I give a message about the girl, what is she doing, and this is a statement. And next, coming to imperative, it can be of order, advice, request, warning, instruction or direction. It can be of any of these. When I say bring the file, it is an imperative sentence, and clean the room, it is a kind of an imperative sentence. Water the plants, it is a kind of an imperative sentence. Next, coming to interrogative, all the questions come under this interrogative sentences. Either it can be WH questions or yes or no questions. What is the man writing? And where are they going? And yes or no questions. Are you playing football? All these are interrogative sentences. Exclamatory sentence, it is a sentence which expresses one's feelings. It can be of joy, surprise, shock, and it can be of any of these, sadness, sorrows, it can be of any of these. Any sentence which expresses any one of the feelings is an exclamatory sentence, where how beautiful the girl is, how smart the boy is. These are the examples of exclamatory sentences. When you learn direct and indirect speech, you should have a clear idea about the kinds of sentences. Only with the types of sentences we go with direct and indirect. So coming to statements, how to change direct speech into indirect speech, how to change the statements from direct speech to indirect speech. When I say here, Kala said to Arun, I want the books. When the reporting verb is in present tense, when the reporting verb is in past tense, you have to change the tense of the verb. You have to change the tense of the verb. And here Kala, as both speaker and listener is given, you have to change the said to into told. Kala told, it should not be followed by the word to, and Kala told Arun, it should be introduced with the conjunction that. For all the statements before writing the reported speech, you have to write the conjunction that. For statements, that I refers to the speaker, where the speaker is a female, and so you write Kala told Arun that she, and as it is present tense, it changes into past tense. She wanted the books. She wanted the books. If the speaker alone is given, the teacher said, here, the teacher said, boys fail because they do not study regularly. When I change the sentence into indirect speech, the teacher said that. As the speaker alone is given, it should be written as said that boys failed. Fail is present tense, so I change this into past tense. Boys failed because they do not, I change into did not. Yes, you have to change it into past tense. As they did not study regularly. Here, Geeta said to Kumar, my father insulted you in my presence. So here, as both speaker and listener is given, told Kumar that my father, it refers to Geeta's father, so that her father insulted is given in past tense, so past tense changes to past perfect. Had insulted, you refers to Kumar, and so insulted him in my presence, in Geeta's presence, so in her presence, him in her presence. Past tense changes to past perfect. Next, coming to future tense. Radha said, I will go to Chennai tomorrow. I will go to Chennai tomorrow. Radha said that she, as I refers to the speaker, she will go, it changes to would go to Chennai tomorrow. Tomorrow changes to the next day. Why it undergoes a change is, this conversation might have happened last week Friday. When she says tomorrow, it refers to Saturday. I mean the next date of their conversation it refers to. When I use the same word tomorrow, it undergoes, it is wrong, and so we change this tomorrow to the next day. The next day. She would go to Chennai the next day. There's words which undergoes changes like these are: tomorrow it changes to the next day, yesterday it changes to the previous day, today it changes to that day, tonight, that night, now, then, ago, this, that, these, those, and it undergoes, these are the words which undergoes a change in indirect speech when you write. And next coming to, so present tense, past tense and future tense. When it comes to present tense, it changes to past tense. When it comes to past tense changes to past perfect. And will and can, may, it all undergoes change. Will changes to would, can changes to could, and may changes to might. These are the changes it undergoes. Kala said to Arun, I am speaking the truth. Here it is present continuous. So present continuous changes to past continuous. Am speaking, is speaking, are speaking changes to was speaking and were speaking. Here Kala told Arun that I refers to the speaker. She was speaking the truth. She was speaking the truth. Here present continuous changes to past continuous. Here the boys said we were watching TV. This is past continuous. Past continuous was watching, were watching changes to had been watching. Past continuous changes to past perfect continuous. So here the boys said that they had been watching TV. They had been watching TV. So past continuous changes to past perfect continuous. Here coming to Meena said to Raju, I have written the letter. Here present perfect changes to past perfect. Meena told Raju that, Meena it refers to she She had written the letter. She had written the letter. Present perfect changes to past perfect. Next, coming to past perfect, it does not undergo any change. I had completed the work. I had completed the work. When it comes to past perfect, it does not undergo any change in the tenses. There is no change of tenses. Past perfect remains the same. When I say said that, Radha said that she had completed the work. It does not undergo any change in this. Completed the work. Next, coming to present perfect continuous. I have been writing the exam. So when it comes to this present perfect continuous, it changes to past perfect continuous. Raju said that he had been writing the exam. And when it comes to past perfect continuous, when it comes to past perfect continuous, it does not undergo any change in the tenses. The same sentences without changes. Kala told Arun that it had been raining the whole night. The sentence remains the same. Past perfect continuous and past perfect does not undergo any change. So here, when the reporting verb is in past tense, present tense changes to past tense. Present tense changes to past tense, and past tense changes to past perfect. Future tense will changes to would. When it comes to present tense, it changes to past tense went. When it comes to past tense, it changes to past perfect had gone. When it comes to future tense, will write, would write. And when it comes to am, is or are talking, it changes to was or were talking. Next, coming to when it comes to was or were talking, it refers to had been, past perfect continuous. It had been talking. And when it comes to has or have done, when it present perfect changes to past perfect. Past perfect remains the same. Had done, has or have been singing, it changes to had been singing. And next, coming to when it comes to had been singing, it does not undergo any change, it remains the same. Had been singing. When the reporting verb is in past tense, these are the changes one has to make it to change it into indirect speech. Next, coming to Radha says, I distributed the prices. I distributed the prices. When the reporting verb is in present tense, there is no need of changing the tense of the verb. Tense of the verb. When I say this, Radha says, conjunction should be introduced. That it refers to this pronoun, it undergoes the changes. That she, generally if the reporting verb is in past tense, you have to change the tense. This distributed will change to had distributed if the reporting verb is in past tense. As it is present tense, it does not undergo any change and it distributed the prices. Here distributed, it remains the same. When the reporting verb is in present tense, there is no need of changing the tenses. Next, coming to the exceptions to these rules. Here, the teacher said face is the index of the mind. Though the reporting verb is in past tense, if the reported speech given here is a habitual fact, proverbial truth, geographical truth, and when it is a fact, there is no need of changing the tenses. And face is the index of the mind. This is a proverbial truth. And so, there is no need of changing the tenses. The teacher said that face is the index of the mind. Face is the index of the mind. When I say here, this statement, it refers to the geographical truth, and as it is a geographical truth, there is no need of changing the tenses. The sentence is repeated the same. Said that the earth rotates round the axis, rotates round its axis. Death comes sooner or later. When it comes to this statement, it refers to the universal truth. So, the man said that death comes sooner or later. Likewise, when it is a geographical truth, habitual facts, past historical fact, scientific truth, proverbial truth, In these cases, though the reporting verb is in past tense, there is no need of changing the tenses given in the reported speech. Next, coming to imperative sentences. How to change direct speech, imperative sentences from direct to indirect. Here one should find the speaker should when the speaker speaks, in what intention does the speaker speaks to the listener. It can be of advice or request, warning, direction, instruction. It can be any of these. In what intention does the speaker speaks to the listener? That is more important. So the man said to her, please give me your pen. In this sentence, in this imperative sentence, it is a kind of a request. So instead of repeating told, as it is an imperative sentence, you have to write the intention here. The man requested, it should not be followed by to. Requested listener, then it should be followed by to. Requested her to. Please, the meaning of please is written here in the word requested. So there is no need of repeating the word. Asked to give me refers to the man. So him, give him. Your refers to the listener. So give him her pen. Give him her pen. In this sentence, it is a kind of a request and it is given here. Don't stand in front of me. The master said to the servant, get out of my sight, don't stand in front of me. So this is a kind of an order. With an irritation, the speaker speaks to the listener. And the master ordered or commanded the servant to get out of my sight, the master's sight. So get out of his sight. And further told that, and don't stand, don't changes to not to, and not to stand in front of him, not to stand in front of him. This is how the orders are executed. So the master ordered the servant to get out of his sight and not to stand in front of him. And next, learn the lessons regularly. Avoid bad company. In these cases, it is a kind of an advice. So, how to change these sentences? The mother advised her son or daughter, as it is understood. The mother advised her daughter daughter to learn the lessons regularly. To learn the lessons regularly. The father advised his son or daughter to avoid bad company. So it is if it is an advice, it should be carried out. Next, coming to interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences. All the questions come under this category. All the questions. Here, when it comes to questions, the man asked. When it comes to questions, asked, inquired, are these are the words, you can use it. When it comes to questions, asked, inquired. The man inquired, what are you doing? This you, the listener, it may be of any person. It can be a male or a female. So when we guess it, said to her. Said to her, what are you writing? So asked her, what this subject should be followed by helping verb. You refers to her. So what are writing is present continuous, so it changes to past continuous. What she was writing. What she was writing. The girl said, what do you want? The girl asked or inquired what here she do want. As it refers to present tense changes to past tense. What she wanted. What she wanted. Next, coming to the mother said to her son, when did you write the homework? So the mother inquired her son when the WH word should be repeated. Did write, as it is in past tense, it changes to past perfect, and before writing the verb you have to write the subject. When he had written the homework. When he had written the homework. Present tense changes to past tense. The same rules what we apply for statement, it should be applied here with a mild change, with mild changes. Here past tense changes to past perfect. Here coming to this, it refers to future tense. So the teacher asked, it may be the students, asked the students or a particular student, him or her, asked him or her when he or she would submit the notebooks. Submit the notebooks. He or she would submit the notebooks. It refers to future tense here, and here future tense will changes to would. where are you running? Here the girl said to Kumar, where are you running? The girl asked Kumar, where you refers to the listener, male, so where he was running, So present continuous, it changes to past continuous. Here the man said, where were you dancing yesterday? The man asked her, where, as it is past continuous, it changes to past perfect continuous, where he had been dancing. Where were you dancing yesterday? As the listener refers to her, where she had been dancing. Here coming to this question, when have you completed the project? Here the girl asked him, when, you refers to the listener, when he had completed the project. As it is present perfect, it changes to past perfect. The mother said to her son, where had you kept the books? The mother asked her son where he had kept. As it is past perfect, it does not undergo any change and it is repeated. He had kept the books. Where he had kept the books. And when it comes to yes or no questions, how the yes or no questions are repeated. Do you want coffee? The mom said, do you want coffee? The mom said to him, do you want coffee? When you report this question, as it is an yes or no question, the mom asked him the word, as it is yes or no question, if or whether should be included here before this question. If you refers to him, the son, it may be, so if he wanted, as it is present tense, if he wanted coffee, the same sentence. Did you drink juice? So the same sentence, Kala asked Geeta if, as it is yes or no question, if as it is past tense, it changes to past perfect. If she had drunk, she had drunk juice. She had drunk juice. So here, as it is past tense, it changes to past perfect. Will you help me? The woman said to him, will you help me? The woman asked him if he would help her. As you refers to the listener, he, and me it refers to the speaker, female, and so we write her. If he would help her. The same way all the other remaining tenses, it undergoes the changes. Are you playing in the ground? The girl asked if you, it as the listener is not given, if he or she, anything can be written. If he or she was playing in the ground, playing in the ground. If she was playing in the ground, as it is present continuous, it changes to past continuous. Were you discussing yesterday? The mother asked his son if he were discussing, past continuous, so it changes to past perfect continuous. If he had been discussing the previous day, as yesterday changes to the previous day, the previous day. Have you completed the course? Arun said to Meena, have you completed the course? So Arun asked Meena if, you refers to Meena, so if she had completed the course. If she had completed the course. So both interrogative, when it comes to interrogative, both WH questions and yes or no questions with mild changes. The tenses, changes of tenses, it should be done, but with mild changes. Next, coming to exclamatory sentences. How to change the exclamatory sentences into indirect speech. exclamatory sentences. When it comes to exclamatory sentences, the words you have to use it is exclaimed, praised, applauded, depending on the sense it is used. So here he exclaimed that, exclaimed as it is hooray, as it is a winning, as it is of joy, exclaimed joyfully, or exclaimed with joy that it changes to they, as it refers to they had past tense, so they had won the match. They had won the match. So the master said, wow, well played Mohan. It is a kind of an praising or an appreciation. So the master praised Mohan, and further told that he had well played. He had well played. He had well played. So it is a kind of an appreciation. The master praises Mohan. Radha said, alas, he is dead. When you report this into indirect, Radha exclaimed, as it is of sorrow, exclaimed sorrowfully or with sorrow that he was dead. He was dead. Kala said how smart he is. When it comes to the sentence, Kala exclaimed with surprise, that he was very smart. He was very smart. What a fool he is. Geeta exclaimed with sorrow that he was a great fool. He was a great fool. So, what a fool he is. The meaning of this is an exclamation, and the meaning of great, very beautiful, very lovely. How lovely the flower is. The flower was very lovely. So, you include this degree of the beauty. Was how lovely the flower is. The flower was very lovely. So, the meaning of these words are brought here. So, when it comes to reported speech, first the reporting verb should be noted. the reporting verb, either it is in present tense or past tense. If the reporting verb is in present tense, there is no need of changing the tenses in the reported speech. It remains the same. And when the reporting verb is in past tense, the changes should be made in case of a statement or an imperative or interrogative or an exclamatory. When it comes to the reported, first thing to be noted is what kind of sentence is it. If it is a statement, the conjunction that is used. And if it is an imperative sentence, requested, ordered, warned, advised, it can be used here. Advised, listener, to, and the remaining sentences. And when it comes to interrogative, using when the question comes with WH question, when it comes to WH question, what is he doing, what he was doing, it has to go there. And when it comes to exclamatory sentences, the meaning of the words are taken and it is carried out. Thank you.